Do you want to know what I'm going to do with a mini pumpkin, a tea light, and a mini hay bale? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney. Today I have got 3 easy fall Dollar Tree DIYs, and if you're looking for more ideas after watching my video, check out my friend Lisa Marie with Crafting My Best Life with Lisa Marie. She's got a great DIY channel. It will be linked down below in the description box. Now let's get crafting. For this DIY, I've got 3 of these ceramic sweater pumpkins from Dollar Tree, and I started off thinking I didn't want them stark white, so I started with some of the ivory Waverly chalk paint, and after painting it on there, I just felt like it wasn't enough of a difference, and I decided to go a little bit darker. So what I did is, again, just using one of these little stencil sponges, I took the color Fawn by Waverly chalk paint and was just digging that color way more, and I stamped it all over the pumpkins. And then for the stems, I just used a paintbrush and painted them entirely with the Fawn paint. I grabbed that wooden plank there that I've set the pumpkins and candles on. It's from Dollar Tree in their wood section, and these orange candles were Flicker real wax candles from Home Goods. I will try to link something similar if I can find it down below, along with anything else I use in today's video. Always just check that description box. You want to hot glue the pumpkins down. I'm not going to hot glue my candles down because I want to be able to use those for other things. The only thing I possibly might change on this step, and it's just going to be a personal preference, would be to possibly take a few tower blocks, hot glue those to the bottom of the pumpkin to kind of lift your pumpkins up just a little bit. But you can make that decision once you kind of see this whole project pull together if you think you might want them up. Now I am tracing around my candles also, just because I'm going to start adding florals, and I just want to make sure I don't put anything where the candles need to go on top of the wood plank. And now you just want to grab all the florals. So all of my florals, they're all from Dollar Tree. And I mean, I had a smorgasbord. I had leaves, I had berries, I had whatever. And I'm kind of just playing around trying to figure out what I like. But one thing about floral arrangements that I do personally is I always try to start with the greenery. And oftentimes for me, that means taking the flowers from Dollar Tree and pulling the leaves off, and I use those, and I start by hot gluing those down, and then I go in, fill in with some flowers, and then I go back in and fill in with some more leaves, and then berries, and all the other little accents. So I'm just going to kind of let this play out just a little bit so you can kind of see what was going on, and then you'll see the end result. Grab a wooden round to get this project started. So this one I've had in my stash. It came in a huge pack from Amazon, but you can get these from Dollar Tree. I'm going to start by giving this a nice coat of the ivory Waverly chalk paint. While that wood round is drying, you want to grab some scrapbook paper. I got this from Hobby Lobby. Now, actually, I filmed this once before, and what I did was not pay attention to the orientation of my scrapbook paper and realized that it wouldn't work with how I did it. So just always remember to check your scrapbook paper when you're putting it on, because sometimes it is directional. So to get my little scrapbook pieces to match up, I just mark the lines, kind of the edges on the top and the bottom, and I mark the curve. So essentially you're tracing the outside of the pumpkin, and then I'm just kind of doing the little, as you can see, just kind of the little edges on each part. And then what that will allow me to do is just put it in my paper cutter, which, by the way, this is my Fiskars paper cutter, the best paper cutter ever. If you're looking for a good one, it's not sponsored or anything. I just absolutely love this paper cutter. And I'm just going to cut straight, and then that way I can make sure my pieces are cut straight and that they will fit my pumpkin. With the scrapbook paper all cut, I'm just going to grab some Mod Podge, doesn't matter if it's glossy or matte, up to you, and put that down on my wooden pumpkin and then attach my paper pieces. To finish off the stem on this pumpkin, I'm going to grab a couple of strands of this brown raffia, came from Dollar Tree, and just use some hot glue to tack this and wrap it all the way around the stem. Before I attached my pumpkin to this wood round, I felt like it needed a little something else, so I had this thicker twine. Honestly, I'm not really sure where it's from because it's been in my stash for forever, and I'm just taking some hot glue and gluing it right along the outside of this wooden circle. Now this next step is optional, but if you enjoy playing with fire, then you're going to enjoy this. I decided to burn off all the little hairs on the twine, but please, disclaimer, have water, have a fire extinguisher nearby. Please don't burn your house down doing this step, but I did want to take care of all those little hairs because nobody wants a hairy DIY. Now, the pumpkin was ready to go, so I am going to hot glue that down directly to the wooden round, and then I wanted to add a little bit of floral and some greenery to it just by attaching it with some hot glue. So now I've got some floral and greenery. That leaf ribbon came from Hobby Lobby, and of course I needed to add a little coil, so I just had this brown wire in my stash, and I'm just gonna coil it up and hot glue that in there as well. Now, the finishing touch on this, other than adding a hanger to it if you'd like, is to spell out the word fall using some tumbling tower blocks. Now, I had some that I had stained from a previous project using Early American stain, and I wanted to spell out the word fall. So using my miter shears, I'm going to trim down some of these tower blocks and get it to spell the word fall, and then attach it with some hot glue. I attached a hanger to the back, but again, that's optional. You could hang this on the wall, or you could even put it in a little plate stand if you'd like to do that. I did go in with a little bit of the cashew colored Waverly chalk paint just to kind of break up some of that ivory. It was just very ivory. But there you go, a cute fall piece that you could display anywhere in your home. When I saw this little tiny mason jar with the little buffalo chick lid at Dollar Tree, I thought, okay, this could turn into another little mini scene. You guys seem to be liking my mini DIYs. And I saw this and thought, you know what, this would be great to work into a tablescape for any type of entertaining, but again, perfect for a tier tray, and it's really easy to pull together. So to start this one off, I took some more of that brown raffia and just cut little pieces of it to kind of make it shredded and stuck it in the bottom of the jar. From there, I took a mini hay bale and set it inside. You could hot glue this down if you wanted to. I didn't because I thought, well, I might want to make a little Christmas something with this later on. So I just set it in there. And then taking one of the mini styrofoam pumpkins, I did hot glue that directly to the hay bale so that it would stay in place. And to finish it off, I wanted to make a cute little sign, so I just took some cardstock and wrote "pumpkins for sale," attached it to the little stake that the pumpkin was on, and stuck that inside my jar. And then to finish it off, the candles, little battery operated votive candles from Dollar Tree, you can sit this right on the top of this mason jar and stick the lid on there, and it turns out really, really cute. It lights it up, and it's this whole little lighted scene that you could put again on a tier tray or entertaining. I did take a little bit of the brown rope that I had. This one came from Amazon, I believe, to just cover up part of the mason jar, just because the lid doesn't go all the way down once you put the candle in there. So I thought that was perfect to finish that off. And then the final touch to this is I wanted to add a little bit of greenery and some fall florals. Again, I hot glued it to right above the handle there, and then this was ready to be displayed. Now this last one here, not really a DIY, but it's definitely a way you can use some of the pumpkins from Dollar Tree. So I had this little cutting board. It was 90% off at Hobby Lobby right now. If you cannot find it, grab yourself one of the wood pieces from Dollar Tree. You could use that just as well. These 3 little pumpkins came from Dollar Tree, and there you go. You've got yourself a table setting that would be super cute. You could put the napkin underneath it if you'd like, or if you kind of want to go a little more rustic, you could take the napkin off and not use that, but you could also just use this as a simple decor piece in your kitchen. Just set it wherever you want. With it being a cutting board, it kind of goes with the whole kitchen vibe. So another great way to display these cute little sweater pumpkins from Dollar Tree. There you have it, another round of fall DIYs. Let me know down below which one of these was your favorite. Also let me know, do you have a movie that's either fall themed or takes place in the fall, or just something that you love watching this time of year? Because I'm on the hunt for some good movies. Don't forget to check out my friend Lisa Marie if you want some more ideas. Here are some videos that you might enjoy. I appreciate you watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.